Last time on Behind the Shadows. Joe let you in on a behind-the-scenes look at how our band went from being an idea that was planted in his brain to becoming a reality. So I'd like to give you guys a deeper look into the making of the musicians behind the world of Shadow's Reflection. Well, I guess I should start with me. Hi, I'm Ella Rose, lead singer and lyricist of Shadow's Reflection. Music has always been a part of my life. My dad's a guitarist, and he's been playing in a bunch of bands ever since he saw the Beatles and Ed Sullivan. Our home was always filled with music. You know, I literally had cassette tapes that he had made, like homemade cassette tapes of Pink Floyd on one side, the Beatles on the other side, and he would go into my room and he would play them for me every single night when I was little. I found out when I was a kid I was really good at rhythm, so my parents enrolled me into drum lessons. Great for a 7-year-old, right? One day, my teacher didn't show up for practice, and that changed everything. Insert Crystal Starr, the vocal coach at the studio. She encouraged me to give singing a try, and that day, I hit every note on the piano, all 4 octaves. I was hooked on singing after that. I learned all the basics: piano, theory, lyric memorization, and at 8 years old, I hit the stage for the first time. Flash forward to high school. I wanted to learn how to play the guitar, so obviously, I asked my dad to teach me everything he knows. It was a real blessing for me because at the time, he was newly diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And I was able to learn everything I could from him before his condition progressed. I owe him so much. I was able to get a lot better at singing and playing at the same time. And that's when I joined School of Rock. In case you didn't know what School of Rock is, it's a really cool place that gives you the opportunity to play a lot of different kinds of instruments, be in a band, and on top of that, play in some really sweet venues. It's just like that movie with Jack Black and Miranda Cosgrove. If you hadn't seen the movie School of Rock, you're really missing out. At the school, we played covers from every genre throughout the decades, and it really changed the game for me. That's where I realized I loved the stage. No, I loved to command the stage, and I was really good at it. I can go on for days on how much I loved School of Rock. It was there that I actually met Troy Gregory, and with him, I fine-tuned my guitar skills, and he really pushed me to learn more and to become a multi-instrumentalist. He encouraged me to think outside the box and to start the songwrite. Not long after that, I met Maria Wade. She helped me to grow even more in my songwriting styles. Maria even took me to my first professional recording studio, and I had my first song produced. So exciting. I really appreciate how everyone cared just as much about my passion as I did. After high school, I enrolled in a new concept college that just opened downtown called the Detroit Institute of Music Education, DIME for short, and that's where songwriting really took off for me as a creative outlet. At DIME, I was surrounded by music professionals that really helped me sharpen my skills and teach me the business. I learned strategies, more theory, vocals and performance, but it was really songwriting that soared for me here. I loved working in groups to dissect our songs and look at them each from different perspectives. I also realized one of the keys to songwriting is to literally record everything. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many times I came up with something super sweet, but I forgot it immediately after I did it. But to see the shift in my songwriting style, you really need to hear it for yourself.
For the perfect find. When I hold you in my arms, we seem to slow down time. I fell in love with tragedy, and now I love what you're doing to me. I don't wanna be you. I don't wanna be you. I don't wanna be you. I don't wanna be
DIME is also where my alter ego, Ella Rose, was created. I've always felt that I have a strong, light, dark dichotomy in my personality. As a kid, I didn't quite fit into my conservative schooling and was bullied a lot, especially by other girls. But I eventually found my tribe in music. I have one part of me that's super girly and loves Disney. And then I've got this other side of me that's super raw and tough. That's Ella Rose. Ella is the embodiment of my strong emotional side. It's the side of me that stands up for what I believe in and doesn't back down. Ella is a warrior princess. When I go on stage, it's like a switch is flipped. I want my music to help people the same way it helped me. After Dime, I continued to hone my skills and on-stage persona. I joined a pop punk band, a metal band, and was even in a top 40s cover band. Although none of the bands lasted, I learned so much about myself by just being in these bands. I continued to grow in my music and my songwriting, and even in myself. With each group, I always felt like I was the one that pushed for more. I didn't want music to just be a hobby for me. I wanted it to be a career. And I can honestly say it is now. I have a business with my dad that offers storytelling and music activities for seniors living with dementia. I know this from my work with music, that it's a powerful language that speaks directly to your soul. I am so grateful that I met Joe that day at Lakeside Mall. For the first time, I really felt like I crossed paths with a musician who was just as serious and passionate about music as I was. Joe is someone with a vision that thinks about music as more of an experience versus just a bunch of strangers playing together on stage. Fun fact, Joe and I actually spent 6 months in my basement perfecting the songs to Nightstone Manor. Then we found Kenneth Vaughn and David Allen shortly after. I guess it really was the perfect find.